In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how you can use Photoshop's stipple brushes to create shading and light source. And the definite advantage of using Photoshop brushes is that if you were to be applying this technique using traditional pen and ink, it would take you a long time, because stippling is just essentially creating a series of dots that, based on the proximity of the dot to the other dot, you create shading. So if this is an abstract, let's dive in and we can explore this. My Photoshop file is only showing two things from window. I've only opened up brushes and layers. That's all you need. And I am using my mouse for this. I'm not using my stylus, just to demonstrate this. Let's look what's in the layers here really quickly. At the bottom, we have a reference image. We have an orange in its full glory. And then let's just turn off the other layer so we can see this. We have the grayscale version of that, which essentially it allows us to more clearly see the different degrees of shadow on this object. And then let's wake this up. We have just some basic outline of the orange here. If we were to put that up there. And then this is the layer that you're going to be exploring using these stipple brushes. So let's wake that layer up. And where are those stipple brushes? You have to load them. So this is easy to do. Your download included this file and also a folder that contains stipple brushes. So let's go shopping and put those brushes in your brushes palette. Let's go up to the brushes window to the hamburger menu. Let's hold down our mouse and go down to import brushes. And I know that mine are on the desktop, which is where I originally saved them. So you need to go to the folder that you downloaded. Just click on that, stipple brushes, click open. And then you see this folder pop into your brushes file. And it creates subfolders with the same name. That's just a bug. So open up that folder, and now let's take a look at what we've got here. We have, and let me just expand this down here so you can really see all the contents. I've given you 3 stipple brushes, and pretty obvious the way I've named them: dark shadow, medium shadow, and light shadow. So let's start from dark to light, which I think is just a good way to approach it. And if you get your brush and click on that brush, you can go over here and you can see that it's applying stipples. And you can imagine, if you were working pen and ink, how long it would take you to build up this texture with every pen pointed and on the page equaling 1 dot. Okay. So I'm going to do this sloppy, but I'm going to show you that it's okay to be sloppy, in the sense that you can erase your work. So let's say I've got my dark stipple on this layer. I'm going to go here and I'm still in that layer, and let me just shut down this layer here. I can, at this point, just dedicate this layer to the dark shadows, and then I can just go into my eraser and I could erase those areas that I don't want. I'm not going to demonstrate that now. I just want to point that out. So here's what you could do. You could then create another layer here and move your brush into the medium shadows. And let's wake up that reference image. And then I could sort of apply medium to this area, maybe over here. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time, because obviously you want to be doing this, right? And then I'll shut down my reference image here. And then I will go to my light stipple brush. And so basically you can see that the relationship, let's turn off the reference image here. The difference in these stipple brushes is that the lighter stipple brush is depositing less amounts of stipple. So the idea here is that you're creating a light source just using these stipple brushes. And then after you created this light and shadow, you could definitely then add another layer And you definitely would want to set these layers to the color layer to multiply, because then if you got into your regular brush and wanted to color it, I don't know why it's taking me so long to get this brush, but you would then want that color to be talking to the layers below it and revealing all that beautiful stipple work. So here's the deal, is you can do this assignment just with this existing reference image, or you can take another image and explore looking at this. Converting it to grayscale is a great idea, because then it helps you see what's going on. And then importing these stipple brushes, and just working with those brushes to establish a sense of shadow and light.